fight week.
All right, let's go.
How's it feel, Miami? 24 hours later.
Feels great, man. Me and the team have put in a lot of work for this platform and giving these fighters something they can shine on tomorrow night with the action style of dirty boxing and the competitive guys that we have. I mean, they're talking stuff. They've been talking trash to each other, and tonight we get to face them off. I'm excited for that. And, let's see what happens.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask. I mean, we've been talking to the fighters, the drama in an elevator I'm hearing.
Oh.
Have you, between the Wolf and Biggie Boy, but have you seen anything behind the scenes to really hype the fans up so far at Fight Week?
I mean, other than footage by the production team and stuff like that, other than the videos I've seen of the trash talk and everything, this is my first time getting to be here with the fighters. I've been very busy talking with lots of you guys, lots of media this week, and I'm fortunate and grateful for it. We're trying to share something with the world for free. We're giving this away. Besides the loyal fans who are coming and have purchased tickets to come and get to see this live in their face, a lot of people are going to watch on YouTube. I can only hope tons and tons of people watch it because these guys are going for broke. They're going to fight their hearts out, and it's going to be an incredible show, guarantee it.
And last one from me, dirty boxing. How far you want to take this thing? Where do you see it going? This is the second show on the books. I mean, it's already feeling pretty massive.
Well, I've had a massive career. It's not over. I've got some good fights under my belt and more to come, and I'm excited for those. So, I think these guys are putting on great shows for us for Dirty Boxing, and we're going to take this thing up really high. Where people can get really excited about when I'm coming in here and fighting. I'm really excited for that day to come. I'm itching to get back in the ring and fight someone and, earn some of my respect back. People can hate, but we're out here doing big things. Dirty boxing is an incredible new sport. It's very fun and action-packed, and soon we could say, we'll be at least number 3, then number 2. I don't know if we can reach number 1, but UFC gets pretty boring sometimes. That's not a low blow either.
and I lied, I do it more. Just because you brought it up, I didn't bring this up, but like 2 weeks ago, I did ask you about next fight. Robbie Lawler clip got some traction. He answered Darren Till. He said, hey, if he got an offer, he might be down. So, come on, Mike Perry, what's going on there?
Robbie's scared. I hope he wants to do it, but deep down, he knows what's going to happen to him. And I'm a problem in bare knuckle. So, I can't wait for Feldman to tell me where it is that we're fighting. There should be an announcement next month. But for now, Dirty Boxing tomorrow night. Shout out to Bare Knuckle. They're having fights this weekend. No hate from me. I can't wait to fight for them again. But Dirty Boxing tomorrow night, that's where I'm at. I'm going to be at the table commentating ringside in English. We'll be casting in 3 languages, Spanish and Portuguese and English. So, I'm excited to be ringside watching these big fights tomorrow night. These are going to be crazy. I mean, Rosenstrike's a big guy, heavyweight division. It's going to be a barn burner, and we're trying to blow the roof off the hangar.
Mike, Rudy from Fighting Game. I see a lot of big names coming back into the fight game. You have Alex Caceres coming in, like you just said, Rosenstruck. We had your own Mero, you had Arlovsky over here. I see you're transitioning from fighting into part owner and promoting very well. I see a lot of activity coming from many different media outlets. How's the promotion going for you, and how do you feel transitioning to this
I think it's always been Platinum Promotions. I've always been a promoter. That's what got people excited about my fights. You know, you got to talk the talk and walk the walk. Whether people want to give me the credit, they know for a fact that when I sign on that contract and I get to have an event, I get to show up and put on, you know, sometimes I say silly things, but it's an entertainment business. I'm trying to have fun with it, and I could see myself fighting in this rule style at Dirty Boxing. I think it would be incredible. I think it's a very Mike Perry-esque style of fighting. So, you know, Platinum Promotions, I need more. I need the people to pay attention. Just watch the violence. It's very intense, and you know, I show it, and it shows in my views. Like when I sparred Sean Strickland, that was a little bit of dirty boxing we were doing. So, you know, and that got 2.5 million views. It just depends on who the people want to watch and when they want to watch it. But tomorrow night, they got to watch this.
Do you feel like this new promotion is pulling people away from promotions that are somewhat tiring? Like you were saying, sometimes in the May, UFC is a little bit kind of boring to watch or things of that nature. Do you see a lot of people crossing over to different areas? You were kind of a trend starter with that with BKFC. Do you see a lot of this going on? Do you feel like Dirty Boxing is going to be, like you said, moving up to 3, 4, and hopefully number 1 as far as viewership-wise, as far as the promotion and the fight?
It all depends. It all depends on if people, I mean, we're giving it away for free. We're putting a lot into it. There's a lot of money being spent here on these fighters, these athletes, the ring, the production, the quality of the value we're providing. And, you know, in our minds, we think that that's going to automatically speak its volumes to the people, to the fans who like combat sports. I know that there's a good following for Dirty Boxing already, and people are just, they're nervous to really like something before they know how solidified it is, because things come and things go in this game. And, you know, Mike Perry's been here for a long time. My chin is here to stay strong. And, you know, maybe everything I put myself involved with is the same.
Nice. That's one for me. Do you see yourself getting involved in Game Bread fighting circuit, you know, their promotion, getting some of their fighters to kind of like cross over, or maybe doing a collab with Game Bread is also here in Florida?
You know, if there are, we get fighters of all kinds. You know, as far as the athletes themselves, if they have a name or a value to them, and they do, there has been great fighters in Game Bread Bare Knuckle, as well as BKFC. We've had some BKFC fighters fight for Dirty Boxing. We may have already had a Game Bread Bare Knuckle fighter fight for Dirty Boxing. I mean, Alex the Spartan fought for Game Bread Bare Knuckle, and he's fighting here. So technically, we are collabing with that, but that's more for the athletes, you know. That's the beauty of this business, is that there are many facets to work with. And, you know, with Dirty Boxing, we just have this spectacular platform.
All right. And Mike, you just spoke about going and fighting BKFC. Would you also be open to stepping in and fighting in Dirty Boxing as well?
I can't wait to get my chance to step in here. I really can't.
Also, you're kind of like the Dana White of Dirty Boxing, now running the show. What's your vision for this thing? How do you plan to keep it gritty and street fight like?
Yeah, I was thinking about Dana yesterday because we were having lots of issues with some of the fights and things like that. I was on the phone calling, you know, different people to help me figure out what we were supposed to do. And I was like, man, how has Dana done this for like 25 years? At the highest level too. So, you know, I'm trying to pick up the tricks of the trade, learn where I can, when I can, and, you know, just keep booming on Dirty Boxing. I think that the fighting style, and we keep getting these amazing athletes fighting on the card. People are blown away by it. This DBX too. Our first card, people were like blown away by who we have fighting for us. And I'm honored that these great athletes will come and they consider it as fighting for me, because that's what they're doing. Is dirty boxing is mine, and I'm gonna love it like my babies, and I'm gonna grow it big and strong and feed it well, and then one day I'll get to fight in it.
And then last question, you said you're going to join Dirty Boxing. Who's a dream matchup you would like to face?
Man, if I put on some weight, me and Johnny Bones can dirty box it out, or Jake Paul, definitely want to fight Jake Paul again. And I think in the dirty boxing rules with the small gloves, the being able to grab and hit in the clinch, it is a very effective MMA style of striking or dirty boxing. That term has been around since boxing has been around, 100 years or more. So, we took something that people have said for years, dirty boxing, oh, he's doing the dirty boxing tricks, the dirty tricks of boxing. And we made that itself the sport. So, it's going to be exciting. It's going to speak for itself tomorrow. And when I knock out my next opponent, Jake Paul even mentioned it on his podcast that we could maybe fight in dirty boxing. Don't get scared now.
Mike, obviously, a lot of talk is about, for years, pretty much the entirety of the last decade or so, there's been talk about this Darren Till fight. I guess this week, did you see this video he put out yesterday?
No, I didn't see the video. He reshared my story today,
Right.
and we were talking on the DMs.
But he basically put out this video saying that, he's got this fight August 2nd, it was supposed to be Nate Diaz, Nate pulled out, and then that you're he said that you outpriced yourself, that you wanted $1.5 million for the fight or something like that. What's your response to Darren's claims there?
Okay. Well, I just told Darren that because he was also upset that Dirty Boxing offered him $350,000, but he said he wanted $350,000 to do it. So we gave him no more, no less. We offered him $350,000. We're working on getting him a better offer, but he hasn't given me a number. I asked him today, give me a number. What do you want, stupid? Because you didn't give me a number. You said $350, we offered you $350. You turned that down because that's not the number you wanted. So tell me the number you want and we'll work to make it happen. Misfits did not offer me a number. My team at FRM told Misfits what I'm getting for bare knuckle. And they offered nothing. They said, oh, we're not close. Okay, what's your offer? Because I'm interested in the Darren Till fight. But dirty rules would be nice. Not to say that, when I fought Jake, getting dirty wasn't really on the list of things I could do. But fighting Darren, boxing is different. I'm 0-2 as a pro boxer. But in dirty fighting, I'm 6-0. So you want the best version of Mike Perry. And I've even said, Darren coming over here and fighting me is such an opportunity for him if he just gives me a number. Give me the number, then you're fighting for more than just the money. Dirty boxing could be taken, he has the chance, it could be taken by England.
And what in the world are you going to do when you actually do fight each other?
I'm going to knock out his fake teeth, that's what I'm going to do.
When it's all said and done, though, it's going to be kind of crazy. The feud finally be over.
Last question.
Savage Combat Sports Media, Mike. You were mentioning BKFC. First of all, congratulations on still being the king of violence. No one can stop you in bare knuckle. Recently, the Fighting Yo had Dave Lundell on, and he said if anyone got the Platinum Berry fight but him, he was walking away from BKFC, and he had some pretty serious messages for you and names to call. Do you have anything to say to the redneck Dave Lundell?
Dave, props to him. He spent his whole life trying to catch up after I knocked his ass out twice. Spent his whole life working to catch up. And in my opinion, his last opponent, Donald Sanchez, definitely didn't show me anything in that fight that he had for Dave. He had no forward attack, nothing going on for him, no punches to return, no counters, nothing. He had nothing for Dave, and Dave couldn't put him away. I just think my fights are completely different. The aggression that I come forward with, and I'm bringing the heat, those 2-minute rounds, I fight at a 2-minute round pace. Dave and Donald just kind of, they danced around a lot. Obviously, Donald was moving. He was trying to survive, and he did. I know how to put people away who are trying to survive. I know how to put people away who are trying to come at me. If Bare Knuckle wants to offer me that fight, he's lucky that they haven't all this time. They've never offered me Dave Mundell, because I would have said yes. I'd knock him out a third time and get paid well for it.
Also on the Ariel Helwani show, they had showcased my question to Connor about the King of Violence belt, and he said he had showed interest in that would be a great fight, and the dirty thing, the dirty. Do you ever see that fight coming into play?
Well, Connor's got a lot he's got to take care of. UFC's holding him because he's the best name in combat sports, really. He creates a lot of attention. He's had a lot of money, but people seem to like his antics, and that's what makes him the best name in combat sports, is just his antics. They don't really watch it for the violent parts of the fighting, because he hasn't been that guy in like 4 years or more. So it hasn't even been a year since I've been that guy, and anytime, I'm here for it. I'm ready to fight.
King of Violence. You're still the reigning King of Violence.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.